Living out of five-star hotels or stately country homes.
So this is my garden, soccer pitches.
Cruising around the city in supercars. On the hunt for the most expensive designer gear.
This would be £1,000.
£32,500, literally just here.
The mega-moneyed life of the rich kid is beyond unreal.
My most expensive holiday was over £10,000.
They have no concept of what life is like for most Brits.
I've got a cleaner, I've got a chef, people wash my clothes for me, people cook for me.
I think I've been on a bus once.
When rich kids go skint.
Yeah, my dad's been supportive of me my whole life. He's paid for me to go to private school, he's paid me to have a nice house at university. He's taken me on nice holidays during my breaks.
Home for Patrick is his parents' rather palatial 7-bed mansion in Hertfordshire.
This is the hallway, pretty much where just guests come in and we greet guests. The main chilling is down in here, in the lounge. So this is my garden, really. We've just got some soccer pitches, and then I've got my tree house over there, which was built for me when I was much younger.
Now he's all grown up, Patrick's been given his very own apartment at the top of the house.
This is my area, really. Just got a kind of lounge living area where I hang out with my friends, have some pre-drinks for a night out.
Growing up in such opulence means rich kid Patrick's never had to lose sleep over money.
I love my clothes and fashion, shoes, and I love cars and watches. They're my main things that I like to collect.
As you do.
This is a two-tone Rolex Submariner, which I actually got stolen from me, but I just bought another one.
Rich kid Patrick's also a passionate collector of designer clothes.
I have a lot of shoes. So these are probably my favourite pair of trainers. I bought them for about £1,000. So this is probably my most extravagant piece of clothing that I've bought. I saw Kanye West had it, so I bought it because he had it. So this would be £1,000. So overall, it would be tens of thousands of pounds.
Blimey. But his wardrobe isn't the only thing racking up his dad's credit card bill.
My most expensive possession would be my Mercedes car. My favourite feature on it is, obviously, it's the colour of it, satin black. That's what makes it so stand out-ish. It's quite posy, I guess.
Yes, it is. Ever thought of using public transport?
I think I've been on a bus once.
And when his car can't get in places, he just hops on a plane.
I go on holiday, I don't know, five times a year, probably. I'm fortunate enough to have a place in south of France.
When rich kids go skint.
I have 6 toilets, 5 en-suites, 2 dressing rooms,
Anything else?
and 3 guest bedrooms.
Not surprisingly, Sasha has no plans to get a place of her own.
I've got a cleaner, I've got a chef, I've got all this luxury stuff. So yeah, my life is super easy at home. Like, people wash my clothes for me, people cook for me, people clean. Like, I'm not gonna move out. So this is my favorite place in the house. It's my wardrobe. £32,500 of bags, literally just here. Chanel, Goyard, more Chanel, Celine. I've got my Louis. I've got bags inside bags.
From a very young age, Sasha's always been a right old bag lady.
This was my first designer bag. Like, it was my school bag. I think it was like £2,500. I don't really check my bank statements because I don't really need to check.
And Sasha also doesn't have a care in the world when it comes to her regular swanky shopping sprees.
My dad gave me his debit card. It's just easier instead of calling like every 2 seconds saying I need money.
As well as being a self-confessed shopaholic, this rich kid's also a posh petrolhead.
So my favourite thing in the whole world would be my car. The BMW M2. It's really nice, really fast.
It's also rather expensive to run.
I can only go to petrol stations that have the highest octane of fuel, and it costs me roughly £65 to £70 every other day.
After all that fast and furious driving and shopping, poor Sasha's in regular need of some serious pampering. Or rather, getting someone to pamper her.
I haven't physically washed my hair myself with my own hands for the past maybe 4 or 5 years.
So 3rd time this week, babe. Are we going to do a 4th?
I love getting my hair done. I get roughly 3 or 4 blow dries a week. Should come back in a couple days and do another blow
So should
dry.
we do Saturday just before you go out?
Yeah.
And going out is a daily occurrence for this rich kid.
Every single meal, I'm not exaggerating, I eat out. I have no food in my house. This is my kitchen, so I don't know how to use the oven. Welcome to my fridge. We always have lots of water in the house because we like drinking cold water.
What, from the tap?
No, who drinks tap water? I would need about £1,000 a week to fund my lifestyle, just because I'm always out. I sleep all day, socialise all night, come home and repeat.
Parking all that privilege and party lifestyle to go skint with a poor family on benefits won't come easy for this pampered princess.
I think people that are comfortable living on benefits are just lazy. I don't think they should complain about being on benefits and struggling because everyone can help themselves.
When rich kids go skint.
Growing up, my life was good. I got to travel a lot with my family. We go to the best places for dinner. My parents bought me everything I really wanted. So I definitely now expect to find the things in life.
Having rich parents who pay for everything has allowed Kofi to indulge his one big passion in life.
I'm definitely a self-confessed shopaholic. It's something I do every day and something I love doing. I can't live without shopping.
Kofi splits his time between his parents' country mansion in Sheffield and high-end shopping sprees in London.
You know, you can't beat Bond Street. There's really nowhere better.
And when he's in the capital, this rich kid spends weeks on end hopping from one five-star hotel to another.
Whenever I'm here, I tend to stay in the Dorchester, the Ritz, Shangri-La. When I go shopping, I don't really have a budget or look at the price of things, but I'd probably say I'd spend maybe 4 or 5 figures, or I just fall in love with a piece of clothing or an accessory and I end up with it in my wardrobe. This one is my silk shirt from Dolce & Gabbana. It costs around £700. Diesel jacket costs around £600. For every day, I just wear Gucci.
Splashing your parents' cash around designer boutiques can really take it out of you. So this champagne-loving rich kid makes sure he always pencils in some downtime to keep up appearances.
I tend to go to the spa at least once a week. I go twice a month to see my skincare therapist at the Dorchester. You know, each time I go to a spa, it's about £300. I mean, I think I'm blessed with genetics, but maintaining my smooth skin, it's definitely dedication.
Kofi's also passionate about taking regular luxury holidays abroad.
My most expensive holiday was Dubai. The whole trip probably, you know, over £10,000.
When rich kids go skint.
On my mother's side, I am distantly related to royalty, and that's just been a very interesting part of my life growing up.
And Becca certainly lives like royalty, dividing her time between her parents' palatial homes in the country and a luxury pad in Chelsea.
I'm always travelling, so I'm either in the country or if I'm in London, this is where I stay. This is the kitchen. As you can see, there's a nice wine section over there, lots of different artwork.
Ooh, very fancy.
This is the living room. I'd say the house is a mixture of classic things and also modern things, like the kitchen.
Being the international socialite she is, Becca requires more than just one designer wardrobe.
I'm in and out of the country all the time, so these are some of my things I have here. This is my Canada's Goose, which I absolutely love. These, I'd say, go for around £800 to £1,000. So I have this Chanel bag. Basically, when I go out, it's easy access, so I put my phone in and take it out. I do have a bit of a thing for Tiffany. I absolutely love their jewellery. I guess each piece of jewellery is in the hundreds again.
So just how does an unemployed 21-year-old afford all of this expensive designer gear?
I do have an allowance, and that is from the bank of Dad's. He has always given me what I want.
And that means Becca's never had to lose any sleep when it comes to finding work.
There has been times when my parents have been giving me a lot of money, paying for so many different things, and I have felt bad and gone and got myself a job. It's usually ended because the summer holidays have come and all my friends are inviting me to go on holiday with them.
So, a winter job then. One thing Becca does work hard at is racking up the air miles.
I go on holiday every year. I would usually travel business class or first class. We have stayed in hotels and resorts that are from around £2,000 to £4,000 a night. The view from one of my villas that I stayed in.
When Becca's back home in Chelsea, life is still one big holiday. When rich kids go skint.
My name is Freddie, I'm 20 years old and I'm from Chelsea.
Freddie likes to eat out and doesn't have to worry about the cost of restaurants in Chelsea.
Thank you very much. Maybe £200 for 2 courses and a bottle of wine, which is actually considered quite a normal price around the area I am.
As well as having a posh palate for pricey food, Freddie also likes to shop for fancy threads.
This is my morning coat that I wear for Royal Ascot. It's in June every year. And of course, this outfit would simply not be complete without my top hat. And this is the top hat.
And Freddie gets fitted for these only at the finest places.
It does feel good wearing a new morning dress. Absolutely lovely.
Freddie's family not only have a 4-bedroom London townhouse, they also own a villa in Ibiza. Freddie attended the exclusive Milton Abbey School, which cost the bank of mum and dad just under £200,000.
We had a school shoot, a school farm, a sailing academy, and a 9-hole golf course.
And with an education like that, Freddie expects to earn the big bucks one day.
A couple of £100,000 a year is probably what you would need to sustain that type of lifestyle.
Like a lot of students before uni, Freddie took a gap year.
I actually did have a budget. I spent £5,000 in about 6 weeks.
Not your average student budget.
I do invest a lot of money, I guess, in adventure.